Hi, GIF or GIF stands for Graphic Interchange Format. The Graphic Interchange Format is a bitmap image format that was developed by a team at the online service provider Pemprosesan, led by American computer scientist Steve Wilhite on 15 June 1987. It has since come into widespread usage on the World Wide Web due to its wide support and partially between application and operating system.
CompuServe introduced GIF on 15 June 1987 to provide a color image format for their file downloading areas. This replaced their earlier run-length encoding format, which was black and white only. GIF became popular because it used LZW data compression. Since this was more efficient than the run-length encoding used by PCX and MacPaint, fairly large images could be downloaded reasonably quickly even with slow modems. The original version of GIF was called 87A.1 in 1989. CompuServe released an enhanced version called 89A(2) which added support for animation delays. Multiple images in a stream were already supported in 87A, transparent background colors, and storage of application-specific metadata. The 89A specification also supports incorporating text labels as text, not embedding them in the graphical data, but as there is little control over display fonts, this feature is not widely used. The two versions can be distinguished by looking at the first 6 bytes of the file, the magic number or signature, which, when interpreted as American Standard Code for Information Interchange or ASCII, read GIF 87A and GIF 89A respectively.
As a noun, the word GIF is found in the newer edition of many dictionaries. In 2012, the American wing of the Oxford University Press recognized GIF as a verb as well, meaning to create a GIF file, as in GIFing was the perfect medium for sharing scenes from the Summer Olympics. The press lexicographers voted in their word of the year, saying that GIFs has evolved into quote-unquote a tool with a serious application including research and journalism. The creators of the format pronounced the word as the GIF with a soft G as in gym. The word is now also widely pronounced with a hard G as in GIF. In 2017, an informal poll on programming website Stack Overflow showed some numerical preference for hard G pronunciation, especially among respondents in Eastern Europe, though both soft G and enunciating each letter individually found to be popular in Asia and emerging countries.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Yusuf Izzuddin. Right now I'm gonna tell you about the usage of the GIF format. GIF are suitable for the sharp edges line art with a limited number of colors, such as a logo. These take advantage of the format lossless compression which favor flat area of uniform colors with a well-defined edge. GIF can be used to store a low color sprite data for games. GIF also can be used for small animations and low resolution video clips. GIF can be used as a reaction when we messaging online, oftenly used to convey emotion and feelings besides using a words. Mostly, GIF will be used in a social media platform such as WhatsApp, Facebook, and Tumblr. Okay, now difference between GIF, JPEG, and PNG. As we keep building on old image technology, type of file formats keep piling up, each with their own nuance and use. JPEG, PNG, and GIF have become the most common, but what will set them apart from each other? These formats have become the most popular because of their compatibility with the modern browsers, broadband speeds, and the needs of average user. Join us as we take a detailed look at each other format and cover the strength and the weakness of each.
GIF is by nature an 8-bit color file, meaning they are limited to a palette of 256 colors, which can be picked from the RGB color model to save to a color lookup table or CLUT, or simply color table. There are, however, standard color palettes like the web-safe palette. An important note is that grayscale images are by nature an 8-bit palette, so saving them as GIF is ideal. Apart from support the transparency, GIF is also support animation and limiting every frame to 256 pre-selected colors.
JPG was a file type developed by the Joint Photography Expert Group (JPEG) to be extended for professional photographers. As the method zip file used to find redundancies in the file to compress data, JPGs compress image data by reducing the section of image to blocks of pixels or tiles. JPEG compression has the unfortunate side effect of being permanent. However, as the technology for the file was created for storing large photographic image file in surprisingly small space and not for photo editing, JPGs have become the de facto standard image of the internet because they can be compressed so much. A typical JPG can be compressed at a ratio of anywhere from 2 to 1 to as high as 100 to 1, depending on your settings. Particularly back in the days of dial-up internet, JPGs were the only viable way to send image information.
PNG stands for Portable Network Graphics, developed as an open alternative to GIF which uses the proprietary LZW compression algorithm discussed earlier. PNG is an excellent file type for internet graphics as it supports transparency in browsers with an elegance that GIF doesn't possess. Notice how the transparent color changes and blends with the background. PNG supports 8-bit color like GIF but also supports 24-bit color RGB as JPEG does. They are also non-lossy files compressing photographic images without degrading image quality. PNG tends to be the biggest of the three file types and not supported by some, usually older browsers.
As a conclusion, it can be said that PNG is the largest image type for bigger images, often containing information you may or may not find useful depending on your needs. 8-bit PNG is an option, but GIF is smaller. Neither are optimal options for photography as JPEG. JPEG is much smaller than lossless PNG, with only minimal loss of quality and for storage of high-resolution files. JPEG compressed to tiny proportion, with quality loss only visible on close inspection. In short, GIF is largely a novelty and only useful for animation, but can produce small 8-bit images. JPEG is still king for photograph and photo-like image on internet, but be careful as your file can degrade with every save. PNG is good option for transparency and non-lossy smaller file. Larger file not so much unless you demand non-lossy image. Thank you.